right. So we should be live here. Should be coming in, I guess, decent. We don't really know yet. Unless I get some feedback as to what is being streamed or whatnot. Again, I can't hear it. I mean, I can see it. I have to look at my monitor off here to the left side. So, if you see me looking that way, that's why I'm looking that way, because that's where my monitor is. Used to have a different setup to where I could, see it in front of me or like just right off to the camera, but I kind of moved everything around in the room, so little hard to tell that way. So kind of have to keep it to this side for now. See how that all comes out here for you. Yeah, I know this live stream is a little bit impromptu, so not really much of a notice on that, but it is what it is. So hopefully it works out. If it doesn't, it's all right. Like I said, it's an impromptu thing, so it is definitely okay. I don't know if I should really say this right now, or maybe just hold off a bit. Because if I say it now, if no one's currently on, then you're not gonna really know what I'm talking about. But are a few things I did want to go over. One was a particular topic. This was for us PlayStation owners. While it may not be movie related, it still can and may affect the movie industry, and that's especially with with Sony going digital with their games in 2028. And it's not something we want to see with movies. I know as a Sony player myself, gamer, I definitely want to be able to keep buying my physical media, especially like with movies and stuff. Which, talking about movies, one of the movies that I did want to talk about is this movie in particular, Blood In and Blood Out. So, this is a really big movie, especially for Latinos. We love this movie. But, it kind of goes into that whole, movies either going digital, at least with the games, they want to go all digital with it, which is kind of dumb. Give people the choice of what they want to go with. If they want the movies, let them buy physical, and if they want digital, let them get digital. I know me personally, I don't buy digital movies. I probably bought, if I had to guess, maybe five movies altogether. And I would say 2 were probably TV shows and 3 movies, or 3 TV shows, 2 movies. That's it. That's all I ever bought. Never bought any digital copies. Really don't care to. I mean, most of the movies I buy come with digital copies anyway, so that's why I have so many digital copies. But if it's not for that, I don't really go out and buy digital copies anyways. I would rather just take my movie, rip it, throw it on my server, and then I can just watch it whenever I want, on my own time, my own quality, because I will do a full rip for the movie itself. So that way, it at least is that full quality of the disc itself. Not having to worry about what streaming services are gonna allow me or not allow me to watch, as far as their streaming quality is concerned there. But like I said, they want to get into this one movie, which is the Blood In and Blood Out. I want to say what they call Bound by Honor. I know it goes by by another name as well. As far as for the title itself, this is a movie that is pretty much stuck on DVD hell. From what I heard, this is at least the rights to it or whatever are owned by Disney. And whether or not they still have the actual film footage for this movie, for it to even come out on Blu-ray, on 4K. I mean, I would love to see a 4K of this. I mean, that would be awesome. I know at least with a lot of my DVDs, I did toss out the cases. There's tiny few selections of DVDs where I did keep them in their original cases. Other than that, I threw the cases away. I don't really care for the cases. I mean, granted, it's nice to have them in the case, but it just takes up too much space, and I don't have a lot of space to be able to, try to keep all these damn movies to where I can just store them all in one place. That shit just isn't going to work. So that's why most of them I just toss out the cases. But this one I keep. Now the problem with this particular movie, like I mentioned, I believe the rights are owned by Disney, and from what different characters of the movie has stated, there either is the footage for the movie or there's not. So we may never see a 4K for Blood In and Blood Out. And to me, this is probably one of the best ever Latin movies. Granted, it is gang related, but it is one of those few movies where it was actually done in a real prison with real inmates, because pretty much all the inmates except for the actors, they were all real inmates from that prison. So a lot of crazy shit did go on in that movie, especially when you have like the part with the dead man walking. That was real. That shit was real. That was a real dead man walking in that movie when they did this. But yeah, pretty cool ass movie. I mean, I love it. I watched it many times. It is a little bit long for the director's cut. I want to say it's like 3 hours and something. Not really sure the exact time frame, but I want to say it's like 3 hours and something for this film. But definitely really good movie for sure. Now, there are 2 other movies I do have, which I do have codes for them. I don't need the codes. I bought the movies previously before in different formats. So those digital codes I will be giving away, which is in particular, let me get to that real quick. Let me just grab it. Give me a second. All right, sorry about that. So we have Young Guns. So I did end up picking up the steelbook for this one. I do have the previous like 4K release. I don't remember if it was just the 4K itself or if it was like the steelbook with the, I don't know, I want to say orangey color is what it has. I want to say that's the steelbook that I do have. But like I said, I do have the code for this one, so I will be giving that code away because I don't need it. And then the other movie that I ended up picking up only because I just wanted the steelbooks for these, and that is for Gladiator. Let me see if I can get that in focus. I don't know if that's in focus or not, but that is for Gladiator Part 1 and 2. So we'll be giving those codes away also because I already have these movies and I already redeemed the codes previously. So these codes should still be good. I don't know if they definitely, I mean, they should be. I don't think, let me see, November 26th, November 27th, no, March 27th for Gladiator 2, and then November 26th for Gladiator. And let me see, does Young Guns have an expiration date? Yeah, I don't know. It says May 5th, 24, but A lot of the Lion Gates codes still be good. So I don't know why the code says that's the not valid after that date. Should still be. I mean, I had plenty of codes that still worked. I mean, matter of fact, there was only one movie that I did have that didn't quite work. So, but I guess I'll just start with the Young Guns. So if you don't own this movie, you're more than welcome to that code. Hopefully this will come in focus. Matter of fact, give me a quick second. This way I can see if it's in focus or not. Because I do need to switch to my other screen, and that way at least I can see in real time how that looks. So, oh, just came out of focus. Ah, damn. The camera be pissing me off sometimes. Be in focus, out of focus, but should definitely come in. If not, you should be able to at least scan that barcode for that movie. And I want to say it is in focus. Should be. But yeah, but at least try to give you some time to at least take a snippet of the code, take a screenshot. If not, I mean, I'll try to put it in the chat. Matter of fact, I'll put it in the chat because I'm sure this mother sucker probably don't want to come in good when I'm trying to do the screenshot. So give me a second. I will type in that code. What's up, Frank? Frank's Media Review. That's my guy. He had me spend a whole lot of money on one clicks. I ain't telling my wife that because she would kill me, but yeah, that's the reason why I spent so much money on one clicks. It was Frank, all because of him showing me that Godzilla. But give me a second, I will put this code in for you. See. And this is for Young Guns. If I can spell it right. Lionsgate. All right, so I did go ahead and put it in the code for the Young Guns there. If you grab it, just let me know if it's still, that's still valid or not, because I have not checked this code. I just literally opened up my my pack for it and took the code out. Oh, you don't say nothing to the boss lady, other Frank? Yeah, I get it. I don't either. I tell you a funny thing though, for many, many years, my wife used to always say to me, "What are these charges from Amazon?" She didn't know how to say Amazon, so she always called it Amazon. So just not to be in some some shitty ass water, I just like, oh yeah, that was for a service that I had. Yeah, that was always my excuse. I was like, yeah, they billed me. So yeah, I forgot all about it. No, that was, me just spending money out of our account. Just buying shit. Yeah. She wasn't too happy when she found out that Amazon wasn't Amazon, that it was Amazon. Because she used to always be like, why are you always getting all these packages? It just what it was what it was. There was another movie I did want to talk about real quick before I give out the other codes for those Gladiator movies, if anybody's interested in those codes. And that was none other than, sorry if I keep looking to the side, like I mentioned, that's where my monitor is, so I kind of have to look that way to see where things are at. And that was Ju-On the Grudge. So for this particular movie here, You know what? Let me put this in a way so I can see the chat and my screen, because I kind of have to go back and forth. So with Ju-on, you know, this is a really cool movie. I like this movie. I always enjoyed it. I do have the collection for it where they have like Ju-on, Ju-on 2, the White Ghost, the Black Ghost, and some other stuff. But as far as the video quality for this particular movie, I do like the upgrade to it. It's definitely worth the upgrade. I don't know about worth the price on the upgrade, but it is definitely you know, worth that upgrade for sure. So, you know, a lot of I would say the grain is still intact for the movie itself. But definitely the picture quality, I definitely think it was a good upgrade for this. I will say the one thing I was, this was actually my fault, not the fault of the movie itself. But when I first seen this, I was like, oh, they got the collection for sale. And I was like, oh, that's not a bad price. You know, when I seen the price, I want to say it was like, I don't know, $30, something like that. I was like, oh, that's a great price for the 4K collection, you know, because I had the Blu-ray collection. And then when I got it in, I'm like, yeah, there's no other movies but this movie. So, you know, it's one of those kind of things, you know, sometimes you just need to pay a little more attention to, you know, the shit you be ordering. Because sometimes I be ordering too much shit. I forget what I be ordering, lose track of shit. And yeah, this is one of those moments where I just didn't pay no damn mind to it. I was just like, oh man, you know, they got the collection for like $30, $30 some dollars. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, pick that up so I can upgrade it to 4K. No, it's just the first fucking movie. I mean, not bad. I mean, good movie, but it was just the first movie. I was kind of hoping it was a collection, but no, that's my dumbassness for not reading the information, you know. So, but good movie nonetheless to pick up. Very, very good. And I did have another one. Which one was it? Kind of still have them here because I haven't done the videos on some of these, but kind of do. I don't know if I'm still going to do the videos for them or not. It's kind of too many of them. I don't know. But let me just grab these real quick. And that is, let's see here. Let me switch back. There we go. All right, that other movie was the Troy. I like the way this movie looked. Troy, the 4K from Arrow. This shit looked fantastic. It was a great looking movie. I love the sound effects. Awesome. Color was great. Really fantastic movie. I know for some people they didn't really care for the way it looked. So, you know, if you fall in that camp, let me know. If you don't, either way, let me know. It doesn't really matter. You know, I still like to know what your thoughts are on Troy here for was it the Arrow release? Arrow? Yeah, Arrow. So, but yeah, I thought it was a damn good movie. Well, I mean, not good movie. I mean, the movie's good, but good transfer itself, and the visual quality, the coloring, and all that. I thought was really, really fantastic for this, especially the sound. And you know, you put it, you know, on a nice, you know, sound system. This movie was fantastic. It was definitely fantastic. Now, there was one movie though, which I was kind of torn between this movie though. I liked it, and then I didn't like it at the same time. So it was one of those weird situations, kind of like, yo, is this fucking movie any good or not? And that was none other than the Hokum, Adam Scott Hokum. So I ended up picking this up as a, like, you know, as a blind buy. You know, sometimes some of these horror movies I pick up as blind buys. And I will say like the first third of this movie, I didn't like it. I really didn't. I didn't care for the first third of the movie. I thought the shit was kind of little whack there, to be quite honest. But as I kept watching it though, you know, it definitely got real interesting, and I did like the look and feel of it, especially when you know they're in them closed ass rooms, and you know and he's trying to get out. Yeah, like that part was really cool. Here's kind of my problem with horror movies though. I don't find them scary, and and aside from that, I mean most of them have like what I like to call cheap ass jump thrills, where they just they'll startle you because you're so calm and relaxed. Like those to me they're not scares. They're just, cheap ass jump scares. So I don't consider that like, scary or anything. It's like, for me, it's just getting startled. But for some people, they do, a lot of people, I guess if they don't watch enough horror movies, they might find these and think that, some of these are just a bit too scary or just too much. But talking about, movies that are scary. And I know I made a video about this before. A movie that I thought, it was funny, but it was fucking stupid as hell. And that was Necromantic. So if you've ever watched Necromantic, I don't know if any of y'all watched it. Me, like a dumbass, I bought 2 like different editions of it years ago. Necromantic 1 and 2. And I sat through there watching both them movies. And I'm just sitting there like, what's the point of this fucking movie? Aside from, you kind of a little sick in the head doing a Humpty Hump with the dead corpses. I thought that was weird. But I didn't find the movie good at all. Like, I thought they were both really bad movies. They weren't good at all. But I still have them, I'm like, hey, I bought them years ago. I'm just going to keep them, fuck it. It is what it is with those movies. But I know some people, if you don't have the tolerance for it, you might, have yourself a nice little bucket there, and you might want to, pick up your food and whatnot. So I can get how some people get turned off by that movie. Me personally, doesn't bother me none. Probably because I like some sick, twisted shit. That just ain't the type of shit I like. I don't find that sick and twisted. I just find that kind of little cuckoo there, if you ask me. Let's see. Frank says you gotta see Oddity and Caveat. Both of those I've seen. I want to say Caveat I watched on, what's that streaming service? I know I pay for it. Chiller? It's called Chiller? No, Shudder. I don't know why I'd be forgetting these fucking names, but yeah, Shudder. I want to say Caveat I did watch on Shudder, for sure. Oddity I do own. Oddity I like. That's a creepy ass fucking movie. That one I did really like. Really cool. I did try to get my wife and daughter to watch it, because I was like, yeah, it ain't scary. It's just creepy. So, but that was definitely a good film. I like both those movies, but Oddity I do own. Caveat I believe, for like 100% certain, I watched it on Shudder, and I don't believe I own that one at all. I should be able to check, because I do have an app to where I can watch, not watch, but I can see which movies I do have for sure. But you know what? Let me just give one of these codes away to you folks. So let me see where the hell I put it. Where did I put that damn code? Let me see. I already gave out the Young Guns in the chat. So I'm gonna put this on the screen first, and and if it doesn't come out clear, I'm still gonna put it in the chat regardless. And whoever wants it can definitely end up taking this code, and that is going to be for Gladiator. So this was the first movie. This code should still be good because it says November 2026. So yeah, hopefully that will come in there. I'll leave that there for a moment. At least if it does come in clearly, you can take a screenshot of it. And if not, like I said, I will still put this into the chat just in case. So whoever wants it, go ahead and take it. Again, I don't need this code. I already have this on digital. But give me a moment to put it in the chat. And I will put it in here momentarily. 8, 8, 7, Victor, 3, no, C, XD, 1, CYG, 713. All right, let me just double check. I put this code in correctly because, you know, I am a blind bat. So Paul Henry, 7 Victor 3, Charlie X-ray Delta, 1 Zulu. And it should be Yankee George 713. All right, so that's for Gladiator. And that is on Paramount. Excuse me. So yeah, that's the code for Gladiator. So whoever wants it, grab it, enjoy it. Just let me know that they still are valid because I have not used these at all. So you definitely enjoy them. I know this one movie I did do a video for it recently, but I figured just do it on the live thing as well. And oh god, this box is so fucking heavy. And this was the beautiful set of The Dark Knight. Took me a long time to decide to finally pick this here set up. It's really good there. So really good set to have. It is a heavy set though, I will say. But the only reason I picked up this set was really for one movie. Now, could I have bought the one movie separately? Maybe. Let me try to get this motherfucker out. Let's see. Oh, damn. It's in there tight. It's so tight. I should have just tried to take the outside out first and then try to do the inside, because now it's all fucking whatchamacallit. Let me see, where's the movie? Let me see. Okay, that's the second one. And that is none other than, no, is this the one? Yeah, that's the one. There's one movie. It's the only reason why I spent all that fucking money. And try to get it in focus. Get it in focus, mother sucker. It doesn't. Why does it not want to get in focus? I'm gonna need the. I don't know. I think maybe just the camera, but let's see. Can I get it? Can I get it in focus? No, doesn't want to focus for me. Ah, there we go. There we go. That bastard. Yeah, but this was the whole reason I even got the Dark Knight trilogy set, was really just for this one movie, and it was this artwork right here that I don't know what they call it. Particular, I don't know. It changes looks when you move it. That was the whole reason. I didn't buy this set for no other reason but this one damn movie. I mean, that's the retarded shit that I be on sometimes. I will go buy something that I really shouldn't for one thing. But yeah, really enjoyed that one. And again, gotta blame my buddy Frank's Media Reviews, because it was him. He caused all this mayhem, putting me on to that to the one clicks. And I forget which video it was. I know it was a movie I was looking up before, and I came across Frank's video, and I seen that that one click for the Godzilla, and I'm a Godzilla sucker. Like, I'm not a crazy fanatic or anything like that. I'm not one of those crazy people when it comes to, like, characters and stuff. But do love me some Godzilla. That is for sure. But yeah, once I seen that one set on his channel, I was like, dude, what is that? Like, that shit's fucking amazing. I ain't never seen no shit like that. Yeah, that was the first time I ever came across and, you know, learned about the one clickies. So that was at least my venture into learning about those. And, you know, kind of since then, through that little road, kind of went off and started picking up some others. So only problem is, you know, those you know, those one clicks are kind of expensive. See. Oh, that's my boy, my white boy from Detroit, Digital Gold 3D. You know, we haven't spoken in a long time. Hope you've been doing well. Still doing your trucking. Yeah, but that was really my foray into the Godzilla. I do have them behind there, so I don't want to dig them out, but that is where it's kind of at. Excuse me. I know for another one click set that I did want to get, I kind of had to settle for another set rather than the original set that I wanted, which was the Superman or Man of Steel. So I ended up settling for, oh, I forget who it, I want to say, is it Wheat or is it Blue Fans? No, Blue Fans. Yeah, so I ended up settling for the Blue Fans set of Man of Steel. The one that I did want though was the what the hell they call it? Oh, Manta, the Manta Lab. That was the one that I wanted. Could never find it. I found like one of them, but they're just, you know, people want so much money for them. Like, I don't get that. Like, I'm not trying to spend all that crazy fucking money on like one little thing, you know. If it's decently priced, okay, I get it. We can kind of work with that, but at them crazy prices, I don't know. See what. Just look at the chat real quick. Fred's still kicking. Fred's still playing. You know, I've been on not much recently, but definitely been on with him from time to time. I know some of the old gang, Feezy, Jeezy, and all them are kind of like getting back onto the game, mainly on Battlefield, but you know, still playing. I don't play it as much. I don't really be on console all that much. Mainly on PC there. That's mainly where I play most of the time. Just kind of rather play with a mouse and keyboard. Nothing against console. I love consoles. Love my PlayStation. Just don't love what Sony's doing. You know what? I'm just dying in here from the heat. But I do have that other code. So, excuse me. My throat be getting so dry. So this is for Gladiator II. So again, whoever wants it can have it. Just let me know that you did grab this, and either way, I'm still gonna put the code in the chat for y'all, because I know sometimes this motherfucking camera wants to act like it's a fucking retard and not show the codes there properly. But hopefully this way you get a chance to, you know, at least take a screenshot of it. If not, it'll be in the chat. So it's one of those, you know, first come, first serve. So let me just go ahead and put this in the chat real quick for y'all, so y'all can enjoy that one. And this is also through Paramount Movies at ParamountMovies.com. So let's see here. All right, this was Gladiator II. And what I say, Paramount. Okay. So hopefully y'all can grab that code, use it as well. You know, whoever can make use of it. Enjoy the movie. I know as far as with the Gladiator movies, I mean, part 2 wasn't bad, but part 1 was like just leaps and bounds above that, which is the only reason why, like I said, I did end up picking up this particular set. Wasn't I wouldn't say cheap, but it wasn't really expensive either. So it's, you know, in that $60 range. So pretty much 60 something dollars. But really I just got it for the steel book itself. That's really what I wanted it for. And I figure, you know what, before this price ends up shooting up and, you know, and getting all retarded to where it's not even you know, worth getting, maybe we'll just grab it while I can. And then of course the steel book for part 2, hopefully that does come in pretty good there. But yeah, those are the steel books for, you know, for this particular one. So yeah, that's pretty much all I really have for y'all today. I just wanted to, you know, come on here and do, you know, a quick little live stream for the meantime. You know, hopefully, you know, y'all enjoyed it. Hopefully the audio came out clear for this, because I'm not hearing it. You know, of course I have it on mute for me, so because I don't want it to feed back there. But yeah, that was pretty much what I did have for you. But since we are into the whole like movie thing and some of the Godzilla stuff, I know with some of the statues, or at least figures that I, you know, acquire from time to time, I do have one that is my favorite, mainly because I grew up watching the original film. So I do have one statue that is my favorite as far as like a statue. Not the ones that articulate. So where you at? Oh, damn, hiding behind there. All right, let me move little guy. Let me move him. Let's see if I can get in here. Well, you know what? I'm gonna have to move this shit too. God damn. Look at me. It's okay, buddy. You're gonna be all right. Let me just put you to the side. Grab you. There we go. Yeah. Is it this one? Is it? Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay, I found it. Sorry about that. So as far as the statue, my favorite one is, of course, the original 1954 Godzilla. This was from Ichibancho, I want to say is what it's called. Yeah, but this is probably my favorite statue out of everything. So if I could only keep one, this would be the one. You know, just love that original look. It's fantastic. But that's my favorite out of all the statues that at least that I do currently have or own. So, man, we need to drink some water. That's what I need to do. Drink some motherfucking water, cause god damn. Be getting thirsty, be getting hot. Especially with all that sweating and stuff. Oh god. Just throat just dries out. But yeah, but that's my my favorite statue is, like I said, 1954. Now after this one, it's still the 1954 Godzilla, but it is the SH Monsters Godzilla. Let me squeeze you back in there. Oh, can I get you back in? Yeah. So it would be SH Monsters Godzilla. Still 1954 in the brown color. Sick little dude. I mean, hopefully this comes in clear. You know what? I can't see if it's in clear or not, so Let me just switch real quick. Switch over. Yeah. So the brown version, which if I'm not mistaken, the original suit was in brown so that it comes up better in a black and white film. So that would be my second favorite statue that I have. I mean, I have a few other ones that are nice, but you know, I'm still favor the OG. That's who I still favor as far as you know, all the versions of Godzilla. Aside from like, you know, -1 and Shinzilla. Love both of those. I think both of those look great. And definitely looking forward to the new Godzilla movies. I want to go see them. So as soon as I can try to get some tickets for those, I'm going. I'm gonna watch me some G-Man. But I think the -0 Godzilla, definitely story-wise, it should definitely be way better than you know, the American Godzilla stuff. I like the American Godzillas, but they're just how we call it, popcorn movies. They're just funny, you know, for some fun shits and giggles. To me, the American Godzilla is like the Avenger movies. Really no story, and if there is a story, it's very, very little and very tiny. So it's kind of hard to love the story of them. I just love the action part of it. That's what I enjoy for the American Godzilla movies. He said pretty cool if Godzilla had blue icicles on his back. Oh, you talking about when he does his like transformation? Yeah, he does. They're not really like icicles, but he does have. Let me grab this one if I can reach it. Oh shit. Oh damn. So, you know, when he does his transformation, he's ready to do it. Boom, 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 boom. You know, definitely gets that color there. So really, really nice. But depends what form he's in. You know, whether he's in this form or he's in his fire form. In the movies, the fire form looks really good. In the statues, they're okay as far as the fire form. But yeah, as far as for that blue icicle that you're I think you're referring to, yeah, that would be this here. So yeah, pretty cool looking. And like I said, you know, with the statues, the postures are a lot better than the ones that articulate. You know, they can definitely get a better figure out of those. So anything, try to get you back in here. But yeah, but those are some of the forms they do have. I know people keep speculating, or at least thinking like who's going to be in the new -0 movie. I really don't care who's in it. I don't care if it's Destroyer, Ghidorah, Space Godzilla. Like, I don't care who's in it. Just give me another good Godzilla movie, and I'm gonna be happy with that. Now I will say, real quick, I'm gonna be on motherfucking Media Cycle's website. You know, I guess once they start doing the releases for Godzilla, because I'm gonna be on there like waiting to see like, hey, are y'all gonna do another one click? I at least for the new American Godzilla movies, I don't think they're doing any for the Toho Godzilla. I wish they did. Matter of fact, if they did, this would be the three that I want if they do them. Shinzilla, -1, -0. If they do a one click for those three, Forget about it. I'm broke. My wife's gonna be pissed off with me. I'm gonna be in the motherfucking doghouse. But I will be a happy camper. That is for damn sure. I will be a happy camper. For sure. Let me just look at the chat real quick. Okay, I don't think I really missed anything. So, okay. Now I do have a question for y'all. You know, if y'all wanna, you know, say in the chat or not. I am planning on doing a movie giveaway. I just don't know which movie yet. And it's one that hasn't come out. Because I have to, you know, of course, pre-order this or buy it whenever it does come out. So I do either want to give a movie away. It has to be local though. Not local as in like in my state, but you know, local as in within the US, you know, US shipping, not international, because that shit gets kind of crazy. Or would it be better that I do like the digital codes for the movies? I know some people like their digitals. Most people, I would assume if you're watching this, you know, you want physical. That's what, at least what I would assume. But that is something I am planning on doing in these coming months. So I just haven't decided what movie yet. But I would want to pick a movie that's at least good, so that way I can, you know, order that. Unless it's something that's already came out that, you know, people would find very popular. But that's something I do plan on doing. And then I guess the, you know, one of the last things I did want to go ahead and get into, I did watch The Story of Ricky, because that was a movie I just got. Like, I had to order it from Amazon UK, because it was sold out everywhere. Again, I don't get why that motherfucker was sold out. And even after watching it, because I watched it today, earlier today, me and my grandson, he was covering his face because he was scared. But I don't get why that movie was sold out. So if y'all know why, or at least know the reasoning behind that movie selling out the way it did, let me know in the chat, because I'm interested to know. I did find the movie funny. It was funny, but it was stupid at the same time. So it was like stupid funny, which is why it was funny. But some of them fight scenes, like I was expecting more kung fu. You know what I mean? Like kung fu, karate, kung fu. Some, you know, some more ass whooping, but it was more so of these over the top, like I'm gonna punch you in your stomach and bam, just rip your whole shit out. Or when he punched a dude in the head and he left like, it was like a fucking crater. It's like boom. And the dude, well, I want to say it was on this side. And dude just had like this big ass crater on his fucking side of his head. But yeah, he can punch another dude in the head and and just knock the top half of his fucking head off. Like, so I mean, I don't know. It was stupid, but it was funny. But I'm trying to see, or at least understand, what the fucking reasoning was that movie sold out the way that it did. I don't get it. You need to get it, Frank. Yeah. Like I said, I had to order my shit through fucking Amazon UK. That was the only place I found it. Nobody else had that fucking movie. But yeah, it was pretty fucking stupid and funny. That's really the best thing I can say. And I guess it's considered a horror movie too, because I mean, some of the shit they were doing would be more in the horror category, where I was expecting more of not like a regular kung fu movie. That's really what I was expecting, was a regular kung fu movie. I wasn't expecting like somewhat kung fu-ish and then somewhat horror. And then the fucking warden, like this motherfucker just transformed. Like, and a motherfucking giant Dinobot type of shit. Like, it's like, what the fuck was going on with that movie? Yeah, it was a strange one. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was, it was good. I liked the movie. But man, that was a strange, stupid, funny watch. It's really the best way I can put that one. Then I got my grandson, like, because he just turned 4 years old. And this was in the scene when they're in the bathroom. So he ended up getting an ass shot. My grandson ended up getting, like, watching an ass shot real quick, but it was real fast, like first like a second when they're in there fighting, and my grandson's like, "Ooh, it's so scary." He hides, and he hides underneath the fucking blanket. Oh, that shit was hilarious. I thought that was more funny than the fucking movie itself, and I did find the movie funny, so it was pretty cool. But yeah, if y'all got to watch it, let me know. Tell me your thoughts on the story of Ricky, because I really need to know what made that movie sell the way it did. Because I don't see it, but I also don't understand why it sold out the way it did, just because of what I think of the movie. But I will say, from the 4K, because I watched the 4K disc, it felt like I was watching like an old Blu-ray. That's really like what the quality looked like. And I don't know what that movie was shot in or what type of film it was shot with. I mean, they might have shot that bitch with 16 millimeter film for all I know. But matter of fact, do I have the movie up here? Or did I leave it downstairs? Ooh, let me see real quick. No, I think I left it downstairs. Yeah, still downstairs. That's where I was at when I was watching it. But yeah, the video quality, it looks like an old ass Blu-ray is what it looks like. Kind of noisy, little grainy there. It looks more like a DVD that got kind of upscaled. That's just how it looks. So from visual quality, it ain't great, but it was decent for what it is. Definitely decent. I would give it that. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you, to be quite honest with you. I don't really have anything else that I wanted to talk about. I mean, there are a few other movies, but it's kind of one of those things. I kind of have to do the videos for them. Haven't done them yet, and I need to get around to doing it. But other than that, I do hope that some of you folks did get to grab those digital codes, use them, enjoy the movies. That's really all I have for you. Maybe I can do another future live stream. See how it is. I don't know. We'll see. I'm still new to doing all this anyway, so I got some learning I still got to do on my end. But yeah, again, hope you enjoy those codes. Get some use of. Just don't be a reseller. I don't like when people want to resell code. You know what I mean? But you do you, boo boo. Okay. Other than that, hey, I want to appreciate y'all. I want to appreciate. Thank y'all and appreciate that y'all took the time to, come and check out the stream, for whatever it's worth. Hope you enjoyed it and enjoyed them codes. Other than that, hey, it's been your boy, BULLBOYKENNELS. And as always, keep them scratching. Peace. We up out of here. Till the next time. It's really hot up in here. Oh, damn. Woo. God bless and good night. I don't have an end screen, so yeah.